Hi, I'm Dr. M. Kamakshay, open source software evangelist and also a full stack web developer. In my last video, I've shown you how to start Pig and use the Pig grunt shell. I've shown you how to work with local datasets. Datasets from the local file system. As how to get the. Let me open my. So I had clear. I had a data file called student.txt, and I shown in my previous video I've shown how to get this data into the pig environment and then see the data, and also I've shown how to write the pig programs using .pig scripts and execute that with the help of a command called execute exec, something like that. Okay, and this time I am going to follow the way it is exactly explained in this documentation. Here you see actually this cat command is not working in grunt shell, but anyway we'll be developing using our bash in Linux. I'm going to show you how to write the pig commands inside the Linux terminal, and then I start the pig grunt shell, and then we'll try to do this. So here in this script, if you observe very clearly, there are some names. In my previous example, I had a very abstract data set in which the field names were a little rubbish, like x1, x2, x3, something like that. This time I'm going to simulate a dataset with help of definite names for the columns, fields, with some consistent number of records, and I keep the file name as student. We'll follow the same logic, and then in this example it was shown how to load the dataset and create an object called A, and load the data set to an object called A, and then order them by name. Maybe in ascending order, sorting out that data set by name, and then store that in this statement stores this data B into a particular file called $route, and then we can just execute. When we execute, we should be able to find out an output file just like this, and then we'll be able to see the results in this B. Okay, shall we do that? Let's start. I leave this. To leave the grunt shell, you have to execute the command quit. Now you'll come back to your Linux terminal, and now let's play ls. And now this time once I open the same I use the gedit text editor, gedit text editor, which is just like notepad tool in Windows, students.txt. I'll just delete all of them because they found to be. You can also use your calc to do the same thing. Yeah, that is good. So why should we? Yeah, save. So it is just let me open the calc, save, and then leave this. I open calc, and it is very easy for you, and it makes more intuitive to have the idea on what we are trying to simulate in the. So this is name. I create name, and then I think here we have we have name age GPA. So I just make some abstract data set, age GPA, something like this. The name can be something name1. Okay, so for time being I can also make a more meaningful name 3 and name 4. I think we need to make a kind of, because we are going to sort out the data based on shall we do this in this way? Some kind of maybe like comma, let's say mk ms my, some kind of msb, and then some rom rahim, and then robert, some dummy data. Just don't worry about kind of john, kind of doe, smith, whatever it is. Okay, don't worry. Age is, I'm just going to use a function run between. I'm just going to simulate data between 20 to 60, and then just fill this. And GPA, again I can use the same value here, and then I fill this one also with. Now when saving this, save as, we use comma separated value file because we'll be using pig storage with a different format. So I should be text CSV. Now let's go to that home. We have to go to where are we now? I think inside documents. No, not inside documents. I think we should be text files. Where are these text files? Present working directory. Home HD user text files. Oh my god. So let me go to the documents, and there I will save this students. Okay, now we saved this as CSV file. Okay, and then close this file. Now here you should be very cautious. So one way, the best advantage of this activity, that what I did right now, is to show you how to start your picture. You should be very cautious. You have to go to the folder where, because you can't go through and fro inside the picture. You can do that, but I'm not interested in that activity and don't like to waste my time. So CD, you will come to home. Now ls, you have, one important thing is that I forgot to, okay, now su, let me exit, now user, I might think I'm present user, users, I should be have, I'm Ubuntu ls, and now cd. I think I'm wasting all your time with yeah, now here we have. So let us save this into, get this into HD user. So sudo cp students to root home. Now here I should be having two users. I am going to use HD user. HD user, okay, I don't have the documents there, it is just a user. Let me just press, now I should have the issue. Now cd su HD user, I should be able to find that file over there. cd ls, do I have, yes I have students. Now what I do, I take this into, so that to make my folder uncluttered, sudo cp students into text files. Now let me remove, now cd text files, I will remove that later. I should be having student CSV, yes, right. Now cd, go back, ls sudo remove students CSV, yeah, ls. Now we don't have that. cd text files, ls. So this is you have to know about Linux terminal, I mean shell commands, in order to manage because working with Hadoop and Pig and the rest of the ecosystem without knowing bash scripts and shell commands is a bit ridiculous. You have to know all these things. Now ls, you have the student CSV. Now I'm going to start my Pig in local mode. Oh, I'm sorry, I think I have to make the, I don't need to start it because we have to write the script, my script, and in which we are going to do this activity. Now what is that activity? We are just going to sort the data using name. Now anyway, I quit this. Now come back, clear ls. I have, now let me open this script. This time I'm just going to use the nano. Okay, let me use sudo gedit mypig script. Now here we are going to use this logic. What is that logic? Load the data to A and then sort out this, order the data and save it into B, then store that in the form of an output file called out. Then later we are going to, so go back to this text file, load student dot, this is CSV, right? This is not text. We already have our previous code. Now this is not loading. This is going to be order the data, order A by name, and then store that. This is not dumping. Store B into output file. So what is that? Store B into inverted commas $ out into, sorry, inverted commas dollar symbol out, and let's save this, close this. Now start the grunt shell. Same pig in local mode, and now this time we should be able to execute the. Now let me clear the my grunt shell. Now exe, I think I forgot the name of the shls thing, my pig script, execute my pig script dot pig. Now colon, semicolon. Now press. I think something went wrong. We have to, where did we do mistake? Bytes projects define parameter out. Yes. So let me parameter out. Yeah, that there is no log file to write to, and okay, I think we did a mistake in our script. Let quit this and clear ls sudo gedit. Shall we my pig script pig? No, I think we did mistake here. Out, store B into out. Did we do any mistake? Load student CSV as load students CSV using pig storage, comma, be order A by name, be order A by name, order A by name, store B into out. Okay, shall we write here store B into some file into output dot out, no output, that's okay, fine. Save, close. Now go back, start pig. Should be having this here. Now I think it is better to open two different instead of avoiding opening the opening the. Now shls, yeah, exec my pig script dot pig. Again, I think we got again projected file name does not exist. Name does not exist. Why? File does not exist. Error define. Let us try the way, exactly the way it is explained in the example. I was using a bit different. So I'm just going to open one more so that every time I don't need to close. SUHD user. Oh, I think cd text files. Yeah, sudo gedit students dot csv. Now let me use name gpa. Okay, so this is okay. I think there is nothing wrong. Now what I need to do, sudo gedit my pig script. I think it was shown here as, let's use exactly the way it is explained. Name, what is that? Second one is I forgot the second. I have short memory problem. Cat students CSV age GPA. age GPA. Name, age, GPA. Okay, now I think we should be able to do this. I don't know. Let's go back to the other terminal. Same, execute my script colon semicolon. No. Okay, quoted string. Now get it. Okay, this one pig is telling us each and everything in an appropriate way. So each time we do the mistake, it is telling us. Now I think let me close this so that we will be able to see. Execute my script. Oh, thank God, this time the job is going on. So MapReduce is working out. Now we should be able to find that folder output. It will take a century of time. Yeah, that's how. I mean, we are using a very big tool for very small. Is it okay? Everything? Okay. Now let's sh ls. I think we didn't. Oh, it is still going on, boss. No. Grunt. What is this? Where is the output? Output is not there. Saying something. You see here actually the job failed and the program is not able to create the record. I mean the output file here failed to produce results in file home HD user, something like that. So nothing was written to the output file. So we'll just do one thing. We'll try to sort out this by changing, instead of storing the results, we'll just output that to the grunt shell. So what we do, we'll go back to the, so I'll change my script. Clear. Now what I do, I'll just say dump B. Okay, dump B. So this way I don't know where exactly things are going wrong, and clear and execute. Let's see. So we are not able to produce the output folder, not able to pass the able to save the outputs into a folder with a name output. Yeah, so I think now we are able to produce. We successfully did that. The only thing is that we were trying to use a very big hammer for a very small nail. That is what is the problem in this example. We are just trying to do a very small thing on a which we are supposed to do on a gigantic data set. We are using fig data instead of big data. So that was the problem. Anyway, finally we are able to do that, but the only thing we were not able to save the output results into a folder. Actually the pig will create a folder with this name and then saves all the results into that. So I used dump instead of store. So we are a little bit better compared to the previous example. In previous example we just able to output the results by minimizing to the first very first three records. In this we were able to sort the data by alphabetical order and go back and see that we had, you see here all the names are listed in alphabetical order. You can also make the in a different fashion. Suppose if you want to get only the second column, I don't know, it is not there in here in this documentation. There are other examples, you can just follow them. Okay, let me finish this first, and there is another command called pig dash help. Okay, if you I'm sorry, you have to get out of the grunt shell to do this, and you will have all the now pig dash help properties. You have to get out of the grunt shell to use this command. There are other things like you can make use of history. You see we have done a couple of things. Suppose if you use history, you can use this inside the grunt shell. Is it exactly the history? Yeah, history, grunt history. Okay, so I don't know, this is not getting history first two. Okay, again there is a error. Now you can kill a job. You can also quit using quit, and this is what all about pig introduction. Okay, then so I would like to show you how to see here. In our previous example, I've just shown you how to order the records alphabetical order. Now suppose if you want to get just the second column, what are you going to do? Now we have to go to the other uh, to we are just going to write the program to get the I will try my level best, I don't know, order them, and then after ordering give me only save C is equal to um, it is load, not load, I'm sorry. So the command, appropriate command is going to be uh, uh, shall we say that with to order by name? No, not order. Limit H3. So shall we use limit B? This is not the way. I mean the appropriate command for this is going to be wait. Maybe I can just work. I don't know what is happening here. For each, sorry. For there is a command called for each b generate $1. I don't know. I am just trying to dump C. So this should be the, I think for each b generate first column. That is the column number 1. If you see our data, oh sorry, if you see our data, you should be knowing that in our data we got you see here the first column is this one. So this is $0, $1, $2, something like that. So I want $1. Now let's go ahead, let me use clear, so that now execute. I should be having in my history, yeah. Now let's see if I'm able to get only that part of the data set. Yeah, I got generate 1. So all empty things had come, and anyway that is generate 1 for each. So suppose if I use for each b generate $1 should be, that should be the same for each. I don't know where I'm doing the mistake. Shall we put 0 and see what's going to happen? At least can I get okay, is it possible for me to get the 0, or will it come empty parenthesis? 1 itself, okay, 0 itself is, so there is no first column, that is why, so it is within this so anyway, this is for this video, and I will show you how to deal with extracting the fields in my next video. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned to the new content, and also if you like my video, please press like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my video channel. Thanks once again.